Welcome to Sofia, Bulgaria. We're here outside the National Palace of Culture. Right in the city centre there's this big square and it's a big public area. Lots of, well, not so many people today. It's a really cold, grey day. We've been walking around this morning trying to warm up.
Excuse me sir, what is plot this?
We've just been commenting on this feature. We think it's meant to be a water feature, but it's not very well maintained. Maybe in the summer it's turned on. Panos, look, funnels, let's have a look.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, look at this in the park in the city centre. There's a satellite dish, I think it's somebody's house. What do you think it is? I think it's an extraction system for the metro underneath. Yeah, there's like a little lift here. Interesting feature, at least they've made it green so it fits in with the surroundings. Beautiful. I don't know about you mate, but I love it here in Bulgaria.
Yeah,
Checking in with your neighbours.
Feeling that I'm coming closer to my country. The lifestyle, the food, the walking distance,
The coffee.
coffee.
Bulgarian subscribers wherever you are, what is this? It looks like it's got some kind of purpose, but what is it, like benches for sitting around in the summer? Or it could be like little packs of dynamite. I hope not. I quite like the architecture of the National Palace of Culture actually. It's quite brutalist, you know, it's a bit of a throwback. They've got this big symbol on the front. It's very functional, good use of floor space inside, I'm sure. Simeon Padev, I think. It's like a wise fella. You come on a nice bridge like this and you think you're going to be given some information about city, various places around the city. And I guess technically you are. There seems to be a concourse, it says there, yep. It looks like some kind of competition for the best new residential building in Sofia. Contemporary Art Museum. Of course it's got strange statues outside like you would expect. This is the Earth and Man National Museum. I guess this is meant to represent a globe. I love some of the architecture here. It's a little bit different to what I'm used to.
You realize that they support both the clipper who support that the normal size of Earth and the flat Earth is the same size.
Yeah, so exactly, it's like a compromise between people who believe in a round world and a flat Earth. There we go, European Union. Europejski Spos, I think. I just want to say what a lovely and clean capital city this is. Look at this metro station, it's absolutely spotless. It's really well kept, really well looked after. You know, I think back to the metro in Belgium or even the London Underground, and it's always a lot dirtier than what we just saw there. And now we're out into the neighbourhoods just outside the city centre. And it's pretty much what you would expect in a city like Sofia. Now the old style apartments, very traditional, in that kind of Eastern Bloc style. Look at this place called Welcome to Bulgaria. I hope this isn't the tourist office. All right, we've spotted on the other side of the road a Russian flag, which is very similar to the Bulgarian flag. You'll see they've just changed the blue stripe for a green stripe.
It's a Russian school.
It's a Russian
Sofia.
school. The Russian School of Sofia. You can see the Soviet influence. There's a cosmonaut on the side, SSSR, written up on the helmet. So you still get these relics of the former Soviet Union. You've got the eagles as well up here, the birds. 1917. And there even seems to be a nice little Soviet swimming pool, which is completely empty inside.
No, we're going to see the television tower from the other side. Let's
Right.
go.
Oh, we're going to see the television tower, that thing up on the horizon. Awesome.
Yeah.
Look at the place you can go, Plovdiv and Varna. So we've just discovered that we're in the Boris Park now. We came here because Panos' cat back in Greece is called Boris. And we wanted to see what a park named after Boris the cat was like. So
the Prime Minister called Boris.
Oh yeah, of course there's some famous politician or someone called Boris as well. Look at that beautiful TV tower. This is the kind of thing you want when you visit a former Eastern Bloc city. Look at that. And it's quite nice here, you know, there's quite a bit of nature near the city centre. You know, it's not perfect, but it's still a nice place to go hiking, definitely. We've seen a few of the locals out with their hiking boots on, getting a bit of midday exercise. We've stumbled across the stadium of CSKA Sofia. Panos thought it was an abandoned stadium. But no, we've looked it up and it's a real one. Look at this. This is where the fans go in.
That's a nice one in the middle of the park. I love the stadium.
Yeah, it was nice to find this. It's a classic one. Sector B, Bloc B, 14, 16 and 18. There we go.
Well, from outside it looks like an abandoned stadium.
From outside it does look a bit abandoned, not so well kept. But hey, who are we to judge? I support Gillingham.
The box office, for example. You want to buy something?
Oh wow, look, you want to buy some tickets for the game this weekend? And look, CSKA Hooligans Army. I'm not sure they seem like the friendliest bunch of fans. Don't hooligans usually like keep it on the low that they're hooligans? We'll have 2 tickets for the match this weekend, please. Look at this. I guess they do online tickets now. Mm-hmm. So here you can see the plans for the new stadium here on this same site, I guess. Yeah, you can see the training complex here, which already exists, which, dare I say, is a bit more modern than the actual stadium itself. But here's what they're planning to do, the Red Stadium Arena. No idea when this picture is taken from, but I guess it explains a bit why the current stadium looks so abandoned, as Panos described, I guess. Because once you're trying to do this kind of project of building a new stadium, at the same time you stop investing in your current stadium and it just kind of ends up in a spiral of disrepair. A bit like Berlin-Brandenburg Airport. We've seen some more floodlights up ahead and we've realised that that's the Levski National Stadium, where the national team and we guess Levski Sofia as well play, so we're going to go up and have a look there. Just on the other side of the park, it's just like Liverpool and Everton, I guess, isn't it? Where they've got the stadiums on the other side of Stanley Park.
This is even closer.
This is even closer?
Yeah. Because here it's actually inside the park, both of the stadiums. But Stanley Park is like the beginning of the Stanley Park and the end of the Stanley Park.
It's quite sensible, I guess, put all the football hooliganism in the same part of the city. Or if you're in Italy and you have to deal with municipal stadiums, just stick the teams in the same stadium. What can go wrong? So here we are now at the Bulgarian version of Wembley. And you can see it's a different world to the CSKA Stadium behind us. The only real similarity is that, like the CSKA Stadium, it doesn't have a roof. Okay, maybe a bit of maintenance needed to clean the windows and stuff on the outside, but you've got proper gates, you've got stairways. I'm going to tell you something I quite like now about the cars in Sofia. You see, all the cars registered in Sofia start with a C on the registration plate, and that, even though it's a C, it's actually an S. Even though it's written in the Latin alphabet, it's showing that the car is registered in Sofia. So they're using the Latin C to do a Cyrillic S, even though the rest of it's all written in the Latin alphabet. True story. And you can tell the older ones because they've got CA, and the newer ones have got CB, and I don't think they've got to CC yet. Panos, what is this?
Are you kidding? This is the bridge.
This is the Eagles Bridge. Why is it called the Eagles Bridge? Because it's got some eagles on it, one on each corner. It's funny, on Google Maps it looks like a really big bridge, which is going to be like a gateway to the city, and you come here and it's right, Panos, so I think we're back at the main square outside the Palace of Culture. I think. Don't quote me.
Okay.
I think I can see it just poking up behind over there. I don't think this is the same park as earlier, actually, is it?
No, it's a different one.
Panos, have you ever seen a motorcycle included in a statue before?
No, but it's really cool.
Wow, look at this. St. Alexander of Nevsky Cathedral. A golden dome built in the Bulgarian Orthodox tradition. Guess this is the iconic building you think of when you think of Sofia. No, it's obviously still Christian, but it's very different to the churches I'm used to in Western Europe, over where I live and where I'm from. A much simpler architectural style, a kind of less is more approach. You can see this golden mosaic up here. The St. Alexander Nevsky Patriarchal Cathedral is a memorial church built with the efforts of the whole Bulgarian people in memory of the thousands of Russian, Bulgarian, Ukrainian, Moldavian, Finnish and Romanian soldiers who from 1877 to 1878 laid their lives for the liberation of Bulgaria from the Ottoman Empire. Completely free to go inside, have a look round. No, it looks pretty big on the outside, but actually compared to lots of the cathedrals I've been to around Europe, it's a lot smaller. It feels quite intimate, I would say. It still has that kind of cross shape, but in a very subtle kind of way. It's a bit more square. Wall-to-Wall Poetry is an initiative of the Netherlands Embassy in Sofia, launched in 2004. So yeah, they put a Dutch poem up on here to celebrate, I guess, friendship between the Dutch people and the Bulgarians. And there's my embassy, ironically placed on Moscow Street.
It only sounds weird, the European Union flag next to the British flag.
Yeah,
The Union Jack one.
I think they haven't been informed about Brexit yet here in Bulgaria, look. Although they had been at the airport coming through yesterday, I had to go in the non-EU queue. Panos got through about 10 minutes quicker than I did. Bulgarian State Archives, there we go. So everything you could ever want to know about Bulgaria is stored in this building, I guess. And here's the Bulgarian National Bank. So we're here in mid-November and they're just setting up the Christmas market. Look at this. So yeah, we're going to miss out on that.
Quite nice stuff.
Yeah, it'd be a nice place. I could imagine drinking some hot wine here, some mulled wine, trying some Christmas delicacies from the region. Oh, look at these wreaths. Lovely, it's going to be fun. I'm sure they'll have a little band there as well.
You make it really organized and big.
It's making me want to come back next month, Panos. Needs a bit of a clean on his head. Poor guy. Now at the bottom of Vitosha Boulevard. And behind us we've got Hesburger, the famous Finnish burger restaurant. So Bald and Bankrupts, if you ever come here, you can get a Hesburger. I know you like it. I remember this little fast food place being open here when I was here before, 3.5 years ago. And closed down, it seems. Another victim of the pandemic, as we keep seeing in our videos recently. Here we are now outside the Banya Bashi Masjid Mosque, a 16th century mosque. Here standing amongst the cathedrals. You can see one of the cathedrals over there in this city, but very much a multicultural city, a city which has brought people from different backgrounds together over all the years, over the centuries. Obviously not entirely original, as you can see, but a symbol of the kind of tolerance you find in this city. It's a very nice city. The people are very friendly, tolerant of people from different backgrounds. I really enjoy it here. So it's been fun doing this self-guided tour, just waking up and following our noses, seeing what we can find around Sofia. Thanks for joining in, Panos.
Thank you.
It's been a fun one. We're off now. We're going to explore a bit of the nightlife of Sofia before we head off to another mystery location tomorrow in Bulgaria, of course. So stay tuned. Like if you liked it, dislike if you disliked it, subscribe if you want to see more of my random travels around Europe with this guy. And yeah, take care everyone. We've got the Banya. Behind me we've got the Banya. We'll try again. Behind me we've got Banya Bashi Masjid.